I can hear that too. That's hilarious.
It's fine.
But it'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll probably stop here. Sure. The show's so low budget. Yeah.
This is part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the charm of the show. It's what it's homely. Homely. I really appreciate that. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Really Really Big Show. Of course, the faithful host and leader, captain, co-captain, Bucky. And I noticed there's a different white guy sitting next to me because the other one isn't here because he decided to go to Houston. And I'm under a travel ban at my job, so we can't. Told you not to say anything. I told you not to say anything. You fucked my whole thing up. Now I have to start all over. I am going to start all over.
All right. I got you.
All right, welcome back to the Really Really Big Show. Again. Now my flow's all off. I don't know what to do about it. You long neck cuck. I swear to God. Anyway.
How long-winded an intro do you need, though? I mean...
Don't tell me what to do.
It's like, in your eyes, it was like you were looking for a reply.
You're so judgy. I fucking hate you.
Yeah. Visually judgy.
All right. Panda is obviously not here. We are still on location because we are officially now under quarantine ourselves, just like LA, California, blah, 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 blah. Tired of talking about it. I've kind of actually had my fill. But I'd like to introduce everybody to, this is Tech. This is a good friend. I've known him for quite a long time.
Very good bit of time.
I've known you probably 3/4 of the time that I've known Panda.
It's 7 years.
7 years. I've known Panda for 10. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we'll be going on 11 this September. Right. End of August. Yeah.
It's a long bit of time.
That is a long relationship. That is not a marriage.
No.
Although sometimes it feels like it.
Yeah, you are real wifey sometimes. It gets needy.
What can I say? When my needs aren't met, I let the bitches know.
Let the bitches.
All my bitches. Hey, I am feeling a need for attention, and I'm calling upon you now to stroke my ego.
Something.
Oh, that was me. Apologize.
You better cut that shit out.
I will. Awesome. And that more good news, bad news situation. This whole coronavirus thing, I can't explain like the crazy trickle down ramifications it's had in good and bad. Because our job is exploding right now.
Right. You guys are getting mad orders, huh?
Yeah, we're getting mad orders. Again, I think everybody at this point knows. They remember I work at a pizza delivery. One of the top 3 I won't mention.
I'm so confused about like the versus scenario. It's not like getting that shit delivered is gonna save you. I don't understand.
You mean in terms of like transmitting
contact with the virus? Like,
yeah.
It's there. I don't. It's not gonna help. I don't get it.
Right. The transaction goes like this. Essentially, I'm gonna hand you something unequivocally. Right. I'm gonna hand you something. So they said eliminate the pens at first.
Eliminate the pens.
And of course, here in Texas, like we were one of the last to like catch on to the idea that we need to fucking quarantine ourselves before we spread it like crazy. Right, do something about it.
Do something.
In opposition to that, like all the delivery companies are like,
we're getting paid.
Yeah, the people like on the ground floor, they're sitting there thinking like, why don't we close? And then, but those fat cats up in their mansions, they're sitting there going like, why would we close?
Why would we?
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to get paid and deliveries and carry out orders and all kinds of shit. Why would we?
They're probably
and it's even worse when people are mass buying all the food at a grocery store. What are you gonna do now? I'm gonna order food. Obviously, I gotta eat.
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of dudes, single guys maybe, single mothers maybe, who doesn't have a lot of food on hand all the time. And they're like. You go. It's a regular grocery shopping day. You're going to the grocery store and there's nothing there for you to buy.
Right.
Well, I gotta go get McDonald's today. God damn it.
Right.
So, or I gotta order some pizza. I gotta order pizza. I think that's where it's at. Like, there's really not a lot of shit available to the public right now. I go to my Walmart. Not a lot of shit there.
Right.
Go to the Walmart on Tremere or Lowe's Boulevard. Not a lot of shit there.
Yeah. Those for anybody who doesn't live in our area. Those are
super
pretty
centers.
centralized locations too.
Right.
They're kind of like right in the middle of the city. They're not
Those
downtown, but it feels like for us, we're kind of
well, I mean, I guarantee
middle
you go
class downtown. I
even
guess you could say.
downtown Rancid, you go down there, that HB, that shit's probably cleaned out. They probably probably nothing there either. But yeah, so what's you to do except for order pizza?
Right.
You know,
which is crazy because if you're going to the stores and clearing them out, then you're sitting on the food. Why are you sitting on all the food? Like, would you cook at home? Don't order pizza or DoorDash or whatever the case may be.
Well, a deep freezer, your meat's gonna last at least 6 months.
Right. So that deep freezer had to have had meat in it before. Look,
you're not just gonna have a deep freezer sitting around.
Right. And I don't want to argue semantics in that manner. I'm not trying to judge people for like trying to stock up. But what I'm saying is, if you went ahead and stocked up on top of whatever you might have already had that was outside of your normal routine of grocery shopping, you should be cooking that food.
All right.
You shouldn't be forcing a workforce to be out in the public, basically communicating possibly the virus all over town.
It's money talking.
That is money talking. And that's capitalism.
Like, all right, we're closing down.
Capitalism.
I'm surprised,
America.
I work in a deli, for
right.
those of you listening. Like McAllister's is where I work. I do a lot of.
We like to say delicatessen around here.
I'm not sure what that means.
We pretend to be fancy.
Delicatessen?
Yeah.
All right.
It's because everything there is delicate.
All
all the hams and meats. I love the meats. They're my favorite. Baguettes.
I like you say that, but I slap them. Slap them around.
slap the meats.
Yeah. slap. You've all done it too, don't you, lie to me?
There's going to be a lot of meat slapping. Bro, do you know what kind of baby boom we might be looking at from this?
Oh, dude.
I'm just going to, look, we're going to talk,
There's a lot of things probably about to happen just because of the coronavirus.
Right.
Not even.
Can we call it by its real name, please? Let's not beat around the bush. We know. Look, MERS came from the Middle East and it's called MERS. All right. SARS, same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with Kung Flu. I don't like the C virus because it sounds like something the Umbrella Corp would unleash on all of us.
Well,
I swear to God, in a month, if these dead start rising,
I don't know about that. Maybe like. Nah, I don't. Really dope, though. Honestly, I don't want to. It's awesome to sit back and be like, yo, joking apocalypse. Yeah.
It's jokingly awesome.
Let me plan out what I'm about to do real quick.
Zombie mode, right? Let's go.
Let me just think about it for an hour.
And then, after I'm done smoking, I'm sitting there going, there's a strong possibility those are World War Z zombies.
Yeah, we don't want any of those. Have you seen the second damn
fuck that
zombie land? You want what do they call them? You want the homers.
Yeah.
We want the homer zombies.
We want them Walking Dead motherfuckers.
We want them ones that walk slow or fat and dumb, don't really know what they're doing.
Look, dude, I just want a 6-year auto loan on a car that I can't afford. Come on, can we not do the? Yeah, could you?
That would be crazy.
That's why it's called the Kung Flu.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it just happened to Chinese people.
Or when they die and come back as zombies, they're like 3rd-degree black belts.
How crazy would that shit?
Yeah, they don't like eat you.
They're just fucking ninjas and shit.
They kick the shit out of you. You know it too. Like can you imagine a horde of them? They're coming by and you just hear
and this shit sounds far fetched, but listening to the president, anything's fucking possible right now.
Oh right, because not only does he know all the words, the best of them. He's also learning a lot.
He's a master of saying nothing but saying
something.
A lot.
Yeah, he says tons and says
tons
nothing.
Of shit, but there's just no information there, man. Like,
what's today? The 23rd. So we're recording this on the 23rd. And I'm not. This isn't going to be vague because like the last episode was St. Patrick's Day was when after editing I posted it probably like 3 days later I think or 2 days. But yeah. So I mean,
26th, 7th-ish.
We were talking about this and Panda was sitting in your spot.
Right.
Now it is Tech because I'm under literally a travel ban. The fact that we're having this conversation is crazy.
Crazy idea to go to in Houston.
Houston,
travel ban.
Yeah.
This guy.
It's
ballsy, but I mean, hey, bro.
I'm pretty sure. Like I trust I trust Welty.
For sure.
I trust Panda.
As far as being safe, but like, that's the thing about a fucking virus, man. You can be as safe as you want to. Just that one, boom, you're sick.
Fair enough. But as far as that trust extends to the fact that I know that if he's symptomatic, he wouldn't. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I mean, aside from that, which is partly why you're here. So
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So
also, it's nice to have guests.
Yes, it's nice to have someone new in here. It's funny too because we finally have somebody new in here. Panda's not here, and we're in my house.
Yeah,
we're usually on
What's
set.
happening on this podcast?
Yeah, you didn't get to go to the back of that dirty Thai restaurant. You need to get some gambling done. Play some of that China Go shit.
I will take the Rona for that. Give me some of that Rona.
But that would be so dope, dude. Roving bands of undead samurais walking around your fucking neighborhood.
I can't believe it, bro.
Zombie. That's a good one. That's okay.
You know what my favorite Asian sound is?
What?
The one that Ed does from Ed, and Eddie when he slams somebody.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sumo.
Yeah, bro. That was like racist before it was a thing.
Yo, yeah. Before kids were like, I love it. Y'all ain't saying nothing about that. That's all I'm saying.
It reminds me of Rocco's Modern Life. He worked at a phone sex hotline.
Oh, yo.
And his boss was a trainee.
So real.
Yeah, it's super real.
So real, dude.
Ren and Stimpy introduced me to butt play.
We got so sensitive.
It's a fact.
What happened?
The butts got sensitive? Oh, we got sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I thought of something the other day. Like, could we short?
Not quite, no.
So, like, I'm not a boomer by any means, but I'm also not like your standard millennial. I guess I kind of fall in between that. What do they call, like, Generation X or something? I don't know. The Mountain Dew drinkers.
There's so much weird shit.
Whatever. Either way, though.
Stop trying to classify me.
Well, I'm gonna.
It's 2020.
I'm gonna revise the shit though. Millennials should be called millies.
Millies.
Like yeah.
That sounds real worthless.
I'm totally You're wait till you hear this one though. Wait till you hear the generation Y Jennies.
Jennies.
Yeah.
Jennies.
Yeah.
Let's pop
and
all
not the ones from the block, like your standard Sheila that Aussie Man Review talks about. Dude, I'm telling you. Can you imagine?
Oh, ketchup mustard looking bitches.
Yeah. So not a red and yellow. They got that red and yellow ping, bro.
Oh shit, man.
Yes, I like it. So you're acting like a real Jenny right now, bro.
I'm acting like a real Jenny.
Yeah.
Like a real Jenny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You fucking millies. Like, and I mean, I'm in no way defending the boomers because they really be fucking me up sometimes on the road and shit.
Old people are fucked up sometimes.
Sometimes they're awesome, but unlike others, they're not.
I've known a couple old people that are pretty cool. So I'm not gonna lie.
My dad's pretty old and he's fucking cool.
One time, so I lived in Alaska, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got kind of drunk.
Because you spent a lot of time in Alaska.
A
lot more than most
6
people.
years, a little less than 6
years in Alaska. Yeah, that's a lot.
It is. It's a lot.
That's a lot for the normal.
Long time, bro. Because I think it's because it's dark all the time. It just feels like it's a fucking time gauntlet, bro. Like,
yeah.
If I don't have a clock, if you don't have a clock, you're gonna go crazy. Like, what the fuck time is it right now?
Yeah.
And in the summer, it's the same because the sun doesn't go down. So you're like, what fucking time is it right now? I think I flew in. The first time I got to Alaska, I flew in probably like 11 o'clock at night, but it was sunny. The chick was out with her kids in a stroller walking a dog, and I was ready for bed. I was like, what the fuck is happening? It's a La La Land right now? It's fucking nighttime. What's happening?
It's like jet lag on acid.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck, dude? What? This doesn't make any sense to me. Why is it sunny right now? It's 11 o'clock at night. I was like, is it morning? And he's like, nah, I'm ready for bed. My grandfather's like, I'm ready for bed.
So you think they're gonna have a better chance? You think they have a better chance, or Alaska? You had mentioned Alaska.
Oh, fucking, I forgot. I trailed off.
That happens.
Shit, bro. What were we even talking about, man?
I don't know. This marijuana moment brought to you by Tech.
Oh no, yeah, old people.
Right.
Yeah, and so I got a little drunk, I got a little high, right? And my body, I guess I stood up too fast or some bullshit. Anyway, I was at a supermarket, Fred Meyer. It's like Alaska's H-E-B. Okay. I passed out in the front of that bitch, right?
Which is like everybody's Kroger for everybody who doesn't know H-E-B. It's just like
you better know H-E-B.
It's like Mom and Pop.
I'm sorry,
it's
like
Texas Walmart.
Crazy,
yes.
But they're in Oklahoma and New Mexico.
Are they?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, you're at the Dave & Buster's. What's it called?
No. Fred Meyer.
Fred Meyer.
Not even close.
It wasn't. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, and I passed out and smacked face first into one of their stone pillars in the entrance. Yeah, dude, split my shin open, right? So I got this scar. Oh. Yeah, but I was like, what the, I must have stood up too fast. The blood flow wasn't right. I was, cross-faded a little, so there's always, the dizziness involved with that shit. So that happens, and I go inside, and I pass out, and I get up, I'm like, whoa, what happened? I sit there for a second, I'm like, fuck it, I get up and go inside for some retarded reason. I mean,
because that's the first thing that you do after you pass out, because you're crossfaded.
I was like, well, I'm at the store, I must have came here for some reason. Let's go inside. Right? So I go inside and pass out again.
Inside the store, you passed out again.
Right, well, there's this podium, right, it's got some coupon booklets on it, and I passed out onto it. The booklets went everywhere.
Oh, God.
The podium fell over.
Oh,
I'm laying on the floor on my back, and this old lady walks up to me, and she's like, "You must be on drugs."
Oh.
And just, without even skipping a beat, just immediately assume, like, you know, I'm not sick. I didn't get injured. I don't have a head wound or anything like that. Yeah. I'm just fucking on drugs.
Dang. Know? So she was just calling it how it is.
Immediately.
She was like, strike.
And she didn't slow down to like help out or see what was the deal. She looks down. He's on drugs. Pushes the cart right on along.
Yeah, she's seen it before.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I don't need to bother with this.
Yeah, I lived in the 60s.
Yeah, dude. My grandfather picked me up. I had to call him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I wasn't going nowhere. I passed out again.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of me for that.
I would have too.
Yeah.
But I would have grounded you for a short period of time and then done some sort of psychological warfare to like let you off early to make you really think about what the fuck is going on.
That's kind of what he did.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, he grounded me for a while. And then there was like this party thing that I think for New Year's that my girlfriend was trying to get me to go at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, let me go. And he looked at her and he was like, if he drinks, it's on you. And she was like, I don't give a fuck about that. And we went and got drunk, blah, blah, blah. And then went home. But no, I didn't get caught up for no shit that time. I got lucky. But yeah, man, that living in Alaska is quite the fucking thing. People are different.
Talk directly. No, you're fine.
People are different up there.
Yeah. Definitely different.
Not a lot of black people.
Really?
Yeah, like, I think there was 3 in my whole.
Is it because there's not a lot of sun though, right?
No, it's pretty much dark for 9 months. I mean, it's like.
So is it possible that they were black, but then they lost all their melanin?
No.
Oh.
No, that's not how that works. I don't think.
Oh, is it not? I'm not a doctor.
I mean, fuck, maybe. I don't know.
I'm not a doctor. I mean, I could be a doctor. I don't know. Oh, you mean if the melanin? Okay, right. Yeah, I was pretty sure. I was like, I don't have a doctorate, and I've only known you for 7 years.
Yeah, nah.
I was like, I don't know.
There's just not. There was look, dude. Like I swear to God, there was 3 black kids in my whole class. Not my class, but my whole high school.
Oh, and that's community wide almost.
Well,
right there. Like, as far as children are concerned.
There's one school.
Because it's one school, right?
Yeah, there's 2 schools in Alaska.
Oh, so like what K through
8.
And then 9 through
12.
High school. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah,
it just sounded like an atomic bomb.
They don't have they don't have elementary, middle, and high. They just have K through 8 and then high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody that lived in that town went through those 2 schools.
So as far as that age demographic goes, those were the only 3 black people.
Only 3 black people in that school, man.
I don't blame them. I feel like, and I can say this, only some white motherfuckers would live in Alaska.
Until you get to like Muldoon and Anchorage.
But see, they're Asian.
And then you're like, oh, you know what though?
Those are like Inuit. You know what I'm saying? The Samoans, but in the snow.
That's accurate.
Samoans.
They're not really like black. They're like native black.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, yeah.
Like Pacific Islanders.
And you could say Asian because, you know, natives up there do have the.
No doubt. Slant eye.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. For sure, man.
Which I don't know if that's like the proper term, but I know technically they do. So that's what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just dignify. You know what I'm just like, oh, yeah, you know, you might be.
Eyes.
Yeah.
Asian.
It's because, you know, they work in the rice paddies.
But Asian is such a broad. There's.
Russia is in Asia.
A, dude.
Russia.
You know,
yeah.
They don't have snotty eyes.
I don't know, man. Some of those stands, you know, Selekistan, Slovakistan, and Uzbekistan.
Maybe they're squinty, but they don't got the.
They got weird language like Asian Cantonese kind of style.
Oh, wow.
I swear. I'm telling the truth. Actually, you know, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, you know, that's crazy. It's about as crazy as Asian people speaking Mexican in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Spanish in Mexico.
Yeah.
That's racist.
That's a thing. Okay, well, I mean, well, at least we're talking about the language, and that's okay. We're not talking about the pigment of the skin.
That's true.
You know, I just made like a constructive visual criticism based on what I'm seeing on your eyelid.
Yeah, whether or not you're Asian or very high. But, you know, normally there's like the diagonal slant. It's not just squinty.
Yeah, most of the time people are like, you're white. And I'm like, well, yeah, kind of.
A little bit.
I'm from Poland, but
right.
Outside of that, my dad's Central American.
European or whatever.
I do pee a lot.
Mm-hmm. I think regardless of the race, I'm a human being, goddammit.
So I know you relish in the fact that I have a bunch of shit stories.
Yeah.
You love those.
Yeah.
Well, I have one that I haven't told anybody yet.
No.
Happened the other day.
Let's hear it.
So you know what we did for Remy's birthday, right?
We went to like 4 of Remy's birthdays. We went to
Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought that was just a family thing. But okay, cool, Remy's birthday.
It was for Remy's birthday. So
that's an awesome fucking birthday present. Great Wolf Lodge is awesome.
It is. Don't eat the food.
Or
don't eat the food.
I didn't go to a restaurant there. I don't think.
The restaurant there was ridiculous. I don't want to lambast them for it, but I'll just say that they were just bringing the buffet items up to the fancy restaurant and upcharging.
Oh wow, that's
it was
crazy.
Real bad. Anyway, aside from that, everything else was pretty cool. Just don't eat there. Just don't eat there.
I think any place with an arcade is fucking fantastic.
Just don't test that shit. Yeah, I could just get lost in that
all
place.
day, bro.
I don't care.
And my kids,
oh my
god, the same.
I tried to convince the kids. I was like, just give me your card. Give me your card and I'll win you all the stuff.
Oh man, don't.
But then again, this doesn't teach them like resilience and stuff. The kids, man.
My kids would be like, "Fuck winning your prizes! I'm gonna shoot these goddamn zombies."
Yaya and Rim were like, "You're right, bro. I'm trying to play this Jurassic Park."
I know, right?
He's looking at me like, "Have you seen this? It's great."
It's anyway, 4-dimensional. Come on, man.
So we make it back to this is one of the moments where we're going back to the hotel room. We're changing out and we're gonna go eat. And so I took a shit. I went and made brown.
God damn it.
It wasn't like
don't say it with such conviction.
It wasn't spectacular. It was just a regular brown. It was nothing to write home about. I didn't have to pull it out with my hands. And also didn't come out with such force that I questioned what I had eaten before. It was just a regular brown.
Just a regular duty.
Regular brown, regular poop. Yep. So oftentimes I will. So like I didn't so much want to take a shower. I just wanted to kind of like rinse and I want to say like I'm a pretty clean person.
Right.
I'm cleaner than most. Okay. But I'm not afraid of shit.
Right.
Okay. I just want to.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like,
I'm not afraid of my shit.
I'm not squeamish.
Other people's shit.
Like if I see puke, it doesn't make me puke. But if I hear it or smell it, then I might have a little issue with it.
Yeah, puke smells bad.
It does. Especially it just depends on what you're eating.
Awful.
All right. Anyway, so I just wanted to rinse like all the chlorine off from the water part.
Right.
So I dropped the brown and then I jumped in the shower. Now, I had forgotten that I dropped the brown.
Just like that.
Yeah, like in the midst of like, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to use shampoo. And then like, right, I was like, I'm going to use shampoo to like get it out of my hair so I just like strip it down and stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to rinse. And like, upon exiting the shower, I realized that I hadn't soaked up after the fact. So I'm drying off and, I go to like dry my ass and I put like a fucking, like a foot long shit stain on the towel.
Fantastic.
Bro, like straight shit stain. Like I totally forgot. Like I had browned and didn't wipe. And I went in the shower.
Who had to pick up that goddamn towel?
I balled it up.
Yeah, how dare you?
Like I balled it up, bro. I balled it up and wrapped it in another cleaner towel and then put it with the wet one so that Jess wouldn't find it.
Wow.
So they didn't have to deal with the embarrassment of being like, yo, I totally didn't wipe my ass and then went to take a shower and then forgot that I didn't do that and then wiped my ass with the towel. Bro, with that.
Fantastic.
I don't know, it just,
shit story.
Things happen sometimes. You forget. I was like, I got to get out of the shower. I got to go. We got to do these things. Yeah, I was like,
I don't know, man.
I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, I didn't wipe my ass.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't relate. I would not forget to wipe my ass at all. I just wouldn't.
I can't imagine that many people can relate.
I'm pretty clean. I just couldn't.
How often do you not wipe your ass after a brown and take a shower?
Never.
Never?
I've never.
You never think about that. You're not like, well, I'm about to take a shower, so it's like a standing bidet.
No.
I beg to differ.
No.
What?
Never even.
Is that a fact?
For sure. I mean, I don't know. It's like a habit now. I guess I just wipe my ass every time I say like. It's like a mechanism. It just does it itself. I don't even think about it.
Goodness.
It's like breathing.
It's like breathing.
Yeah.
So secondary. So it's like, oh, I pooped. I'm about to take a shower, but I'm still going to use toilet paper. So if you had a bidet, you would still wipe your ass?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
I would say so. I mean,
even if it didn't take care of everything.
I don't understand how people could. Because they're still wet, right?
No, oftentimes they're not. All right. On that note, we're gonna I'm gonna re-up my coffee here, and we're gonna take a small break, and we'll be right back.
Right back.
All right. Back in action.
So that was a spectacular shit story, sir.
Thank you. I really.
I don't have any shit stories. I mean,
really, you've never had any shit. You've never had any moments.
I've never even like pooped the bed or anything.
You've never.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
What?
Nah.
Are you kidding me?
Nah.
Look, maybe I have a problem with my sphincter or something. Or I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
the only person.
I've eaten some things that really fucked me up. And
I've had a colonoscopy, and I'm only 27 years old. So
how was that?
I mean, I can tell you how getting high on that drug and going to sleep felt. After that, I don't know how it was.
You hear that right there? Ashtray. Thank you, my good man.
I don't understand, it was... Yeah, dude, I had some... Alright, so I guess I do have a shit story that led up to the colonoscopy. It's... I was, bleeding, but, bad. Like, looked like you dropped some, pickled beets in the toilet.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. So I was like, what the fuck?
So you had a red, you had a brown.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I went to the doctor, scheduled the setup, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it turns out I had pull-ups up in there that were stressed, and, yeah, herniating and shit like that.
Whoa.
And so, yeah, all that shit happened. But look, the weirdest part of the whole experience was the fucking anesthesiologist.
Oh, why?
Because he went, no lie, the first thing he said was, this is the cleanest high you can get on the market.
Oh.
He's like, you know how much people would pay on the streets to get this high?
Wow.
Yo, I was like,
no,
I don't.
You were like, tell me more.
Do you?
Tell me more.
Are you selling it right now? Are you trying to sell me? I don't know.
Sold.
Yeah, I was like, well, let's give it a go.
For real.
The dude hooked it up, squeezed the bag. It was 3 seconds. I was out, bro. Out.
Yeah, that's
I said,
crazy.
Yeah, dude.
And that's the kind of shit they got, huh?
That's the kind of shit they got. Real clean. Not bad for you.
Did you have a hangover?
Nah, I woke up. I couldn't really use my mouth at first. There's some... I was like... shit like that.
Real sloppy.
But for 4 or 5 minutes after that, I was good, bro. And yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Well, they say it's good to get those early anyway, so this is what it is.
You heard, so I assume you heard about Panda's mushroom experience. I know you had mushrooms a couple months back.
No, dude, we split his half ounce.
You had a pretty bad trip yet? Anytime?
Oh, no.
You got some shroom stories?
Dude, no, dude.
No? Have you had all good experiences?
I laugh so hard when I'm on shrooms at funny shit,
Yeah.
I'll have to stop looking at funny shit because I can't breathe.
Oh, God. Well. Yeah.
One of the times I was watching Family Guy, and they were just back to back to back smashing these jokes out of the park, dude. And normally they wouldn't have been that funny, but these shrooms had me fucking going, dude. And then this dolphin went, and I was like, I gotta turn it off, bro. I gotta turn this TV show off. I have to. I can't. Mm-mm. Yeah, but Welty was on we was playing DayZ, and he's
worst idea
he was like,
ever.
I gotta go.
Bro, you're playing a zombie horror survival game, fully immersed. If it wasn't virtual reality, that's all you needed was virtual reality.
And when you're on shrooms, it is a little visual, man. You're trying to focus on a little screen like that.
Yeah,
some high concentration.
It's a 55-inch screen, and you're just like,
dude. In the middle of a shroom trip. Yeah, he was getting nauseous, bro.
It was great.
Yeah,
I was there for 20 minutes of it over the phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the one that told her to drink the milk.
Oh, is he good? He called you about it, bro? He was freaking out that bad?
Freaking out.
What the
And even better, Theodore, his dude, was tripping with him.
Right.
Right.
Me and my girl didn't have that. No,
so he was trying to calm him down. They didn't have an anchor, which is
God.
sad. That's savage. You should always have an anchor unless you plan on doing a minimal amount.
People are different when it comes to drugs, though.
Yeah,
Some
but I mean,
people
it's
are
always
functioning, they're high functioning, and they can
It's so much better if you have an anchor, though, because they can direct your trip and just really send you down, and they'll also keep you grounded to reality, so you won't
I feel like if you have
every time I never had an anchor, I ended up stuck in a fucking bathroom.
I don't understand. My brain just can't comprehend getting in that frame of mind whilst on drugs like that.
It's because you lose your frame of mind. You don't have control anymore, and the greater power within your brain, the subconscious, just takes over, bro. And that hallucinogen is just taking you on a literal a trip.
I don't know, dude.
Mayday, I'm about to.
It's always just been
vacate.
It's always just been greatness. For me, I've never had.
It's great. You hit that peak,
even
and
on
come back down.
I've done ecstasy twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice, and I've Like literally, I've never had a bad experience with a drug except for Vicodin. That's because I took too much. Vomited. Of course, I don't do pills anymore.
You've had anxiety attacks from marijuana, though, right? And cannabis? For sure? Are you sure?
No, I've had a panic attack, but
that's anxiety. A panic.
Well,
sorry. Okay. Yeah.
But that was when I went to Florida and I was barred from smoking by my parents. They said there's no weed on this trip. Catch you smoking. I'll call the police. Oh no, they didn't say that, but it was like that. Like goddamn.
It was an empty threat.
Yeah, for real. And now my mom's got edible brownies in her goddamn kitchen. Like, bitch.
It's full circle.
You know, like what?
It's not a double standard.
I used to.
It feels like
all my sisters and my fucking parents always, you stoner. Now they all fucking smoke. My little sister's trying to buy weed off me, and her dad won't get off my nuts about it. He's like, "Don't be selling your sister weed." I was like, "Okay, fine, I won't. I'm not even gonna." And then she asked me again, and I was like, "I just talked to your father about this shit. No."
Oh my god.
No.
How lame and old does that fucking make you feel? Hey, I'm the guy that is not gonna provide you with the fun time.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that, dude. No way. You don't know what this guy's like. Fuck you, man.
Well, I mean, who's to say they don't have to know that they got it from you?
They wouldn't. Except my little sister's fucking retarded.
I'm just trying to implicate you in something.
She doesn't have. Look. My little sister doesn't have any of her bank information. So when she wants to know how much money she has, yeah, I'm putting you on blast. When she wants to know how much money she has, right?
Yeah.
She's like, "Mom, how much money do I got?" So my mom was like, "Yo, what's this $21 transaction on Cash App to your brother?"
Oh my god.
I was like, "You fucking kidding me right now?"
Oh my god.
My mom sent me the screenshot of the text messages. I was like, Beck, are you fucking kidding me?
You'd be like, she owed me for Sonic.
No, I didn't say shit.
That shit gonna fly.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't really have to explain myself. I was like, she asked for weed. I sent my parents this long message like, and it caught, bro, because that was like, first of all, I was like because like not even 2 days before that, my mom was like, "Hey, can you get your uncle some weed?"
Oh my god.
I was like, "Excuse me?" She was like, "Yeah, he wants some weed. Can you get him some?" I was like, "Shut your fucking mouth. Don't be talking to me about weed. You make me feel weird. I don't like it.
Unbelievable.
Shut up." She was like, "Nah, for real." I was like, "Oh my god, whatever." He didn't pay for it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I gave him like a fucking 8.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Thanks, man." And I was like, "Enjoy."
Enjoy that.
Yeah, and I sent him a message, and I was like, at least she had the decency to pay for her fucking weed, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? For someone who's got edible brownies in their kitchen, you guys are real snippety about fucking weed, blah, 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 blah. I was basically just saying, like, I don't want to smoke. Leave me alone about it. I won't do it again. That's fine. I respect your wishes. Not selling her weed. I don't feel like doing it anyway. She was a snitch back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, real big snitch. Biggest snitch. Snitched on everybody, bro.
Does she know snitches get stitches?
No, we couldn't. No, we never got to beat Becca up. She's like the youngest.
No,
so.
that's not fair. Yeah, I mean, she's gonna get the stigma.
Coincidentally, she's the most retarded of the 3.
Oh my god, there's the hard word. Hey, big words.
You win some, you lose some.
Dave, you know her better than everybody else.
We can't say that?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's an apt description.
Of what?
Her.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
The actions that she chooses to take.
We are in no way defaming or characterizing anybody that is mentally challenged.
No. Actually, it might be an insult to refer to her in that manner to actually retarded people because she's pretty goddamn stupid.
Like we say on the show.
My mom was telling me the other day some of the dumb shit, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Ooh.
Like I didn't even have that kind of shit.
Like, hey, don't include me on this now.
Yeah, I wasn't even that fucking retarded. I was like, "What are you thinking?" But yeah, man.
I did dumb shit when I was a kid, though.
Me as well.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody gets theirs. Yeah. I mean, every parent has that moment.
Yeah, but
they gotta let go. They'll let go sometime.
But when there's a precedent. When you're the youngest of 3 children who have fucked up, you've got to at least learn a few things, right?
Sometimes, I mean, hey, what is she? Is she a Jenny or is she a Millie?
She's definitely a Millie.
She's a Millie? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
All right, well,
just a regular old Sheila. For real.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, family life, bro.
I can shit on mine, too. I mean, like, my sister's okay. She was crazy. Yeah. She had a lot better head on her shoulders. My brother, though, I'm completely estranged from. So I mean,
yeah,
he hides out and he has his kid and all the things, and I've never, like basically I have a nephew I've never met.
huh.
Yeah, it's essentially like I don't exist.
Hey
So I
man,
mean, like
that's not
that's the
even.
way
It
family
is
is
what. Yeah,
sometimes,
dude, it is.
dude.
Cause I have, I got a set of twins. They have family they'll never see again, just because they'll be better people for not seeing them.
Yeah,
So
I mean, and
this is how it goes.
even going through all this, I don't have a way to contact that person. I would have to go out of my way to contact this person, and like I had already done those things.
All
And
right.
now we see ourselves in this situation we're in right now, and there's still no communication. So it's like,
Well,
it is what it is. I can't.
not even a hey, I hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, and those things don't define me. They're gonna define my
Tisk,
kids.
man. No,
Yeah,
no, there's really not.
and
That's what
to be
the
honest,
stance I take.
they'll define
Who you
it'll
are.
define me, but it'll also define his kid, and it'll define him because
Well, yeah.
my kids know that there is this phantom of a brother that I have. They know about all of my siblings
All
as
right.
their uncle, aunt, tio, tia, whatever you want to call it. But they, at least the older one, Viola, she knows.
Mm.
She's under the understanding that we'll more than likely never see these people.
And that's
There's a
crazy, dude.
less of a greater chance that we will see them. They might one time, but she is at least under the understanding that she knows she has family that she'll never see more than likely.
That's
So
crazy.
at the very least, they know that. Whereas on the other end of the flip side, I guarantee you, like they know nothing. Or the little boy knows nothing
Nothing
of me.
Viola or me or
Right.
you.
Oh yeah, any of it. Yeah. So I mean, there's a huge disconnect there. At the very least, on my sister's side, both of my sisters. My dad had a previous marriage before he had met my mom
Right.
and had me, and I have a sister. That's where my brother comes from, as a matter of fact. This is my brother is his sister is his.
Right.
They are brother and sister.
And that's how it
then
is.
I'm sister with my mom.
Right.
Yeah, but I know her.
And that's
more,
how my
dude.
family is, to be honest. I'm the only child that my father had. My sister is from my mother's marriage before that.
Yeah.
And then the other two are from her current husband. So there's like,
It's incredible.
yeah, she's got 3 different babies. It's crazy when you think about it, to be honest.
It's super crazy.
Yeah.
It's extending the lineage.
I'm not. That's fam,
Right.
for better or for worse
Right.
to me, and I, you really gotta like, guys, I've had family do some shady shit, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, and when I had a son pass too, so like,
right.
My children, my twins, especially know like they have this connection with death that's super premature. Like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a part of their daily lives, but that they have panic. They're only 7. They'll have panic attacks over dying because they're afraid. It's so easy to them.
Like trivial adult existential thoughts that they
like
shouldn't be having at that age.
This pain in my mouth hurts. It's gonna
kill me.
Yeah,
right.
It's crazy. It's so and so like they understand like that there is family that they're never gonna see. Like they're not gonna have the opportunity to see again.
Right.
And it can be for any one of many reasons. For for a fallout or a death, or you moved or you just don't talk anymore. And it's crazy because like as much as I hate to acknowledge it. These people are part of their DNA, literally, biologically.
Right.
That's it's people that are a part of them, and not to know those people, and who because blood is blood. That's how I feel about it anyway. Not to know those people is kind of a shame.
Yeah.
It's a sad thing to be honest. But
you'd be remiss to like be a part of a reason why they might not have an opportunity to meet somebody, even though you might not think they should. But
fuck that,
just
because
I am.
I know I'm the exact reason that they're not going to see those people.
Right.
But that's my resolve. It's my conviction. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around with your toxicity. Your subpar living standards. I'm not fucking around with their bar being set that low. Yeah. It's ridiculous. They're going to be remarkable young men. And they're not going to achieve greatness being around you people.
And that's harder for you because it's not like you have just 2 kids. You got twins. So they're like women in a room that get in sync with their fucking menstrual cycle. They're like the same. Dude. Yeah.
And I don't want to say they're like the same. They're super different.
Right.
As far as like personality, but like they're like this.
Yeah.
They're inseparable. bro.
Yeah.
Like they, like yeah, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
What
To be
about
honest.
having twins? Have you noticed that's different from like other people? Like me, for instance, my experience that you see from the outside from you having twins, or maybe somebody with just one kid that
It,
you've seen like a kind of a disparity. Like
I
this is
don't want
definitely different. You're
to.
like,
It
wow.
is for sure, and I don't want to like.
What sticks out? What has like kind of stuck out with you having twins and like
It's
having that experience
it's more
versus
expensive.
seeing others? Yeah, even
It's far more expensive
yeah.
to be honest with you, bro. It's everything isn't double.
Do
You
you
know,
think?
you can't just.
Is it just the two kids, or is it even more so that they're twins? Because you have to, do you have to like match things with
Oh,
them,
I
or
try not to because they're identical, my guy. I
yeah,
can't tell them to fuck apart. They're, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, they're not like they look a little bit like each other fraternal.
uh huh,
They are, the paper said 99.9 because
yeah.
their fingerprints aren't the same. But
Ah,
other than that, they are fucking the same.
that's incredible. Oh, and you, there are some distinguishable marks, right? Like one of your boys has a
Um,
facial,
nah,
like a beauty mark somewhere, right?
Silas has a
On the arm.
birthmark on his arm. That's
Yeah,
really like how I really, really tell them apart. Other
yeah.
than the different color glasses because they wear glasses, or like
Okay, yeah,
their shoes are different colors. But if they're in like their pajama pants running around, bro,
yeah.
there's no fucking telling which kid that is.
Have they tricked you yet?
Yeah, 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 bro. The
Oh
other day
God.
actually they switched glasses.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he thought it was fun. Silas thought it was funny as shit,
Uh,
bro. He had Micah's glasses on. He was like, Micah's over there. And I'm like, are you wearing his glasses? And he was
oh
like,
my.
yeah. And I was
Oh.
like, damn, he got me. It's too soon.
Yeah, no, it's happening.
They're identical
Right on
twins, though.
schedule.
Yeah, they're identical twins, though.
High school's gonna
Identical.
be amazing.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna throw hands.
They're gonna.
These kids are not gonna want to fuck around.
He said, "Put up your dukes," and I'm like, "What? I got no dukes."
Nah, for real. That's how my grandfather did. He's a punch you in the face kind of guy.
Punch you in the face
Just
kind of
one
guy.
time, not excessive, not
Okay.
when you didn't need it. Just when he felt like he needed to get punched in the face, you gotta punch in the mouth, bro.
I'm Hispanic, bro. We got the chancla.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, and that. So I am Mexican.
Yeah.
Like rather white.
Yeah.
But I
You're
am
more
Mexican.
white than me, then
You're
I'm
right.
white, but you're still, yeah.
Yeah.
We're mixed.
And the crazy part is though, my father is Mexican. He's mostly Mexican. My mom's actually white.
Yeah.
But my stepmom, whom my father married after he divorced my mom, 100% Mexican.
Yeah, went
She
that route.
boomeranged the fucking chanclas, right? It was like a fucking mastered skill. That shoe came around the living room, right back into her foot.
And the
it was
older
crazy.
Consuela is, bro, the more proficient the
It's
chancla
crazy,
skills
dude.
are,
She
for
was,
sure.
yeah, she get that shit. She straight out take her shit. Fucking, you get it, man.
Captain America style.
Yeah, so I mean that's how I feel like that's the approach I take. Like I'm not like abusive, but I'm gonna check your bullshit, kid. I'm not finna let none of that shit fall out.
And giving them moxie, but you're also at the same time going to give them like driving principles and morals and laws.
Yeah, I want them. I want them to at least know like that's not right.
Yeah.
Like as a kind human being or like at least a decent person. I want them to at least be able, if not willing, to do something about distinguish whether or not something is right or wrong.
Do they understand what's going on? Have you talked to them about what's going on right now? That I know. Like for me, I tried with Yaya.
They think it's weird.
Dude, it's
they're
like
not getting it really.
No, and it's really hard to kind of like break it down for them without sensationalizing anything, and then put it in terms that they understand.
Make it like crazy for them. Like, oh my god, is this like a really bad thing right now?
Yeah.
I don't want to make them freak out, but like I kind of do it in passing. Like I know it's a little weird, Bubba. Yeah. You're not really going to school right now, but there's some stuff going on. People are getting sick, so we're just staying home.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
I did the same thing. Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Play your video games. We'll play together.
Yeah.
Snacks. Do your normal at home shit with the kids.
Yeah.
I have made it a point to do reading in numbers too because
they
aren't going to school. So
and it's been difficult to like keep a structure because they need that. They're kids.
My kids
adults.
Be up late and it's crazy, dude. I'm trying to like.
It's hard.
I'll be like in bed by 9, but there's no. And
nothing
I do it
to
too. I'm up late as fuck playing video games now. Like
or watching a show.
Yeah, my workplace is fucking shut shit down too, so it's not like I'm going to fucking work every day now. But yeah, it's.
Speaking of shows, dude, and having nothing to fucking do outside of our stupid ass jobs, I started watching that because it's so funny because I'm one of the first people to tell you that I don't like reality shows, but I'm also the next first person to be like, this one reality fucking show.
Stand reality shows.
A lot of them I watch,
and I'm not gonna watch them.
ironically.
But what are you saying?
I watch them ironically. A lot of them, they're all the same. A lot of them are about to do, they got some sort of gimmick, of course. Like, they're all kind of the same. Like, I watched The Circle. That was interesting. It's like a social experiment. And it's fun to watch it pan out. And then we watched The Love Is Blind, which was
see, that one was kind of crazy to me.
Incredible.
Like, I wouldn't watch it, but like I seen a few clips and I was like, Jesus fuck, for real?
It's fantastic.
I was like, really?
I loved watching just everybody kind of crumble.
It kind of makes me feel like people are so desperate for love, bro.
Except for crazy. There is one couple on there though who's a mixed race couple, and they kind of like
the ginger and the black lady.
Yeah. Aces. They literally prove like for that small demographic or the small percentage that love can't really be blind. They actually they found each other. That's
the clips I was watching. Where I was like, damn, that is kind of cool.
But for the rest of the train wrecks, it's amazing to watch. It's fantastic. I love to watch it. Anyway, so
I think the last reality TV show I watched probably was like a Survivor or like a Amazing Race.
Big Brother, Amazing Race. Yeah.
I never got down with Big Brother, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I think it was The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Those are fun to watch. Yeah. Cringe factor maximum. It's just so fun to watch their train wrecks. You don't watch it with like invested like interest.
She'd be like, "Look at this." I'm like,
you watch it ironically. Like you watch it just to see like the cringe factor go up. You just watch how stupid these people. It's fantastic to watch like that because then you get a good laugh at it. Anyway.
And then I like to be honest with you, I root for the seasoned douchebags every time. Oh, I love it. That's probably if I do catching glimpses of a reality show and passing my.
Like I watch 90 Day Fiance.
Dude. Yo, I love the douchebags, man. Dude. What does that dude? What does that dude say? There's one guy on the Bachelorette. He said, who doesn't drink milk? Fucking love milk. He's a big jack douchebag dude. Like love shit. Love milk.
I love milk, man.
That shit was funny.
I love milk, brother.
That's like the only thing I would watch that shit for.
Okay, so and I also watched The Masked Singer. That's a lot of fun. It's great. It's fantastic.
Cannot.
It's really good. I love watching the reaction of the audience. They look so ridiculous. They're like so into it or whatever, and then like they feed the audience lines to give them some sort of stupid like hand signal or way to represent each different one, and it's so dumb and ridiculous. I love watching all the plebes just fall in line. Anyway,
can't do it.
The performance is cool and guessing and blah blah blah. So I started
Dancing with the Stars. Did you really get nothing better to watch?
No, I didn't watch that. No, so it's not as much cringe factor for me. Like anyway, like there's a measure. There's a measure. I can show it to you. Once you take that dive, you'll be like, I see what you're talking about. But anyway, so this is on Netflix. It's called like Born to Drive or like something. It's for the F1 racers. Dude, it's fantastic.
That does sound like it'd be cool. Though.
It's so cool because it's they teach you about the sport. And like, and I'm only telling you this because I feel like after watching the first season, I realized like, oh my God, they should do every sport like this. They should like NFL football or something. They should like take a couple players from each team the way that they're doing the F1 racing. This one that's on Netflix. Show them and then show their families, the family of that person, and then the team, the coaches, the people that work with them closely, and then of course the media relationship with the people that follow those guys.
Yeah.
And do they show all those aspects and they edit it in a way? Yeah, it's I was like, oh my God, people would be more invested in like watching the sport this way because then you get to know these people as people and then you get to see them on the front lines of what they're doing and what they go through. As far as this one is concerned, dude,
Formula 1 is probably a pretty cool fucking sport.
Oh, it's super cool. Like I had no idea.
Shit in these cars.
Aside from that, it's the fact that unlike rally and NASCAR specifically.
Oh man, but rally cars gotta be fun as fuck too. Though.
No, but there's regulations, and that's what makes this cool. Because in F1, it doesn't matter. Ferrari has the biggest budget. They put like almost $500 million in their race team. There's an American team, the first one ever. It's called like Haas Racing. Their budget's only $40 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
how can you compete?
They made top 10 last 2 years ago, and then they're like competing. It's the same thing. Renault. It's another low end team. They've won a lot, and they also like as a company as Renault, they actually like lend engines to these other teams. Then they run a Renault engine, they run an Aston engine, they run a Ford engine, they run a Toyota engine. And it's based on the budget and the drive that Red Bull created a team. And so they're watching like the veteran, a couple of the rookies, and then like the low end team, and they're showing the drivers and the pressures of the drivers, and they're showing the owners and the pressure of the owners, and they're talking to the media guys who know the sport and the journalisms, and they tell the story of each driver for us, the viewer, who may not know about it, and they tell a little bit of the history, and they tell you what's going on.
It's got to be like a niche sport, though. To be honest with you,
it super is, but to watch it in that manner, to see
those aspects are probably compelling.
You get to see the owner. The owner's face to face with these guys running the show, and they're asking them tough questions. And the great thing about it is my favorite thing, and it seems a little trivial and really immature, is you get to hear them cuss.
That's so great, though.
And they're like, "Fuck this shit," and they're like, oh, we fucked. I mean, just anywhere that inflection would make sense, and instead you hear,
That's funny.
No, you hear it all, and it's raw. And then you see like the way they set it up. They got the driver. And they have, each team is required to have 2 drivers, so they're actually competing with each other often too.
Oh, nice. That's a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, and then the team themselves, they're like, okay, you guys, we got to beat that guy. You need to chill and hang out behind him. And then they cut to the driver, and they're like, the pressures, the competing. I'm on my way out. And then the young guy's like, I'm trying to drive for contract, and we need the points. And they don't believe kind of almost in each other, like who's going to do the best. And then they end up, bam, car accident between the two of them. And like, you're seeing them, like the driver's like, and then we're going so fast, and sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on, and the adrenaline, and then they cut, and then boom, like a fucking wreck. And it's just like, it's intense. Way more intense if you were just watching. It's 220 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
It's
disintegrating speed.
And it does, dude. It's insane what it does to these cars. And like, they're talking about like one episode had like a 20-minute dialogue on a scene about a race, and he's talking about like, this is it for me. Yeah. I don't have, this is it. Like I'm retired. I'm gonna retire. Like I'm done. Yeah. And he's racing against, like, with this kid who, that guy was his idol. Yeah. Grew up like looking up to this guy when he was a rookie, and he was like an 8-year-old kid. Yeah. And he said he lived in Spain, and he would hear the Indy cars on the races. And he's in his house, and he can hear them, and he grew up with it. And now they're competing with each other, and the guys they're like, you need to pit. You need to fucking pit. No. And he passes the pit. And he's like, they cut to the driver talking, and he's like, I know with these tires, I'm not going to make it. He's like, but I got to push it. He's like, I had 2 laps ago. I needed to pit. And now I'm going 220 miles an hour with no front wing and bold tires in the front.
Damn, son. It's crazy how fast the fucking tires go, man.
It's insane. And you can see it, like, they're cutting to the can. From there, they cut to the car at that race at that time, and you can see the tires are just peeling. And he's fucking whang, and he's like, I got no grip. And it's insane. And he's like, we're gonna cut your power down, because they can cut the power down remotely. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, it's insane, bro. We'll drop you to 5 gears. Oh, it's fucking, it's intense. You're sitting there, you're just like, and I'm high. I'm just like, oh, it's gonna fucking happen.
Edge of your seat.
Pit, motherfucker, pit.
It's great. Get some better tires.
I would have never known who, like, Peter Magnussen and all these people. I would have never heard of these guys. I would have never have known the plight.
It's such a niche sport.
Exactly, and it's very far from me. And
it's like a rich guy sport, for being honest.
Absolutely, the Ferrari, 500 million. Red Bull's got 200 million in the game.
It's for sure a rich guy sport.
It's incredible, but they give us guys kind of a peek in, and I think they do such a good job on it. It's sensational. It's driven. You start to, your favorites, you think that one of the drivers is your favorite, and then you're like, oh, this dude's a fucking prick.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
All these storylines, and that's, I think, for me, it's been one of the best reality shows I've seen in like the last decade.
I'm not gonna lie,
so good.
Watch like Nitro Circus a fuck ton.
Right.
Reality shit like that.
Yeah. And that's the difference. Like, you can get a team. What's your fucking budget? You fill out all the paperwork. You got 2 drivers. You got a whole mechanic crew. You do all the things that you need.
You're a
Formula One racer.
That's crazy.
It's incredible. Now, provided I know I'm embellishing a little bit on the process. Obviously.
Right. Because there's licenses and all that kind of shit.
You can't get the license until you place in like kart. You have to run kart.
Oh, like regular racing and shit.
Yeah, it's like Indy, but at 200 horsepower.
Right.
Yeah, they're a little smaller cars. They look like Indy cars, but they're not as like long and wide. And there's a whole league of that.
Yeah.
In order to acquire the correct. However, though, as a owner, if you're just the one that's fitting the bill, you can acquire all those guys from cart. You can get drivers. You can get a crew. You can do all those things. So essentially, I mean, I'm not embellishing too much on the process. Blanket statement, you got the money, you can go and compete.
You can probably do it.
It's incredible. Yeah, at 40 million, we're talking about millions, and I understand that. I get that. But when you're talking about 500 million versus 40 million,
that's crazy.
That's like if I made 50 grand and you made 100 grand.
Right.
Like, that's kind of like ballparking it. And it's incredible. I think you should check it out. Check it out. You got to let me know what you kind of
me, I'm an
think
anime
about that.
guy.
Yeah, you told me. So you said you had a new anime you watched.
Oh,
wasn't
yes.
her anime. I mean, because we got some anime fans out there. So
bro, I started watching Drifters. Netflix,
Hulu, Crunchyroll.
It's on Hulu and Funimation.
Oh, okay. So it's another Funimation.
Yeah, dude, it's such a crazy. They're doing crazy shit with animes, man. These schemes and ideas, they're just getting out there. Like I was telling you about Fire Force and their abilities to, still heat from the expanding universe to stop time, shit like that. It's crazy, but anyway, the one I started watching is like a classic story of Devil versus God.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And but the way it works is they're plucking figures from history and putting them all into one world.
Oh, wow.
Some evil, some good.
So multiverse kind of.
Yeah. And so we're in a universe now where you got characters like the Sundance Kid, Joan of Arc.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
Icons.
Yeah, like real people.
Yeah.
And they're fighting each other for good or for bad, and it is pretty fucking cool. It's brutal beyond. It's like
probably sexist as fuck.
It's pretty close to. It definitely is. It's pretty close to Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll. Yeah.
Yeah, in that fashion, but it's great. It's got the the traditional shonen honor code thing going for the main protagonist. Yeah. It's got to have some honor, But yeah, that shit. I watch a lot of anime, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
I watch all the anime.
I love it too, but it's just like in the midst of everything, and plus, like, especially if we're hitting on the show, like right now, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna bombard myself with information,
that's why,
and then shows and movies and stuff like that.
That's why I'm so selective with. I don't watch any anime, but with these live action shows, I'd be selective, man. Yeah. But I watch most of them.
But I need a break. Like a lot of these, I want to have an epiphany, and I want to watch some Bing Bang Boom, but I also want some Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, I do. I just started that shit too.
I want some Good Girls. Every now
should be funny.
I look forward to Thursday because I know Masked Singer's on Hulu.
Nah.
Because it's just one episode, and I know I get to just see the performance and kind of be like, oh, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it out there. Astronaut, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, from More Power. Home Improvement. Tim Allen.
Oh, yes. Yeah? Tim Allen.
Tim Allen?
Yeah, you're right.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, you're right.
He's like, is this a little weight to you?
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard that fucking name?
Yeah. Well, he's got a crazy politically correct racist
show.
The
Last Guy Standing or whatever.
Yeah, Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
That's got canned laughter. It's really hard for me to do sitcoms.
Does it really?
It does. There's a show that I can do with the canned laughter. It's a sitcom. It's called Mom.
No.
Mom?
No.
It's got the chick Anna Faris from the Scary Movie. Cindy, them's bones.
Nah.
Cindy, you know?
No.
That jacket is tight, son.
Yeah. I know
Cindy.
Yeah.
No. But it's fantastic. You know who? It's actually really, really good. Okay, so I mentioned this because I believe there's a bunch of there's at least a good handful of sitcoms that had they been made on HBO or Netflix with no canned laughter. Like it wasn't sitcom. Right. Situational comedy is fine, but most of sitcoms have canned laughter, which is like they let you know that this is the joke instead of letting it land and letting it simmer and fester like a Schitt's Creek. You've watched Schitt's Creek, right?
Or
Schitt's Creek. Not Seinfeld, but Larry David.
Santa Clarita Diet.
Curb. Santa Clarita Diet. Curb, right. Curb, Santa Clarita Diet.
Shit like that.
Yeah, they could obviously have canned laughter.
Yeah.
They could have been friends. They could have been Seinfeld. Seinfeld didn't need canned laughter, but that was the era of canned laughter.
Yeah. They had to do that.
And their jokes were so funny that it didn't matter. For me, I can go back and watch it and I don't give a fuck. You take the canned laughter out of Seinfeld and it's still hilarious.
It's so funny.
You take the canned laughter out of Friends and it sounds psychotic and sadistic.
I never fuck with Friends.
Yeah, I can't fuck with Friends. A lot of people are going to hate us for saying that, and I've seen it a million times. The Office was better, but anyway, so I digress.
Like
Mom,
a lot of the characters, but
would totally land hard on a Netflix, especially if they could be more crass.
It's a problem nowadays.
Yeah. But even without it, like the jokes land legit. Anna's funny. Anna Faris is a gem. She is. Yeah. If she wasn't such a dopey idiot, she'd be like America's Sweetheart kind of stop. Yeah. Because like
she that character got on my nerves sometimes too in those fucking movies.
See, that's just bones.
Oh my god, dude.
Bro,
when that dude's beating the shit out of her, bro.
Yes, for real. Beat the shit out of Anna Faris, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I fucking hate those movies.
And her mom is also it's a show about addicts and they fuck up. Like that's the whole point of it. But they're recovering addicts and they're not on anything. Like that's part of the shtick is that they're sober and it gets them into shit sometimes.
They used to be addicts.
Big time addicts. Like the beginning of the show, there's a montage of Anna Faris just compromising situations because she's fucked up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like, but the mom, the other recovering addict is like this. Hold on, I have to look her up.
Why are you doing that?
Oh, you need to go potty break. Go ahead. Go ahead on the potty break. I'm gonna look up this lady and we'll wrap it up.
Oh shit. All right. Man, that was heavy on my mind there, bro.
So, yeah, holding the urine. Welcome back. So this lady, her name's Allison Janney.
Allison Janney.
Yeah. But you'll probably recognize it. Yeah, take a peek on the screen. She's right here. That's her. This lady right here.
Oh, yeah.
She was on Law and Order.
Yeah.
She played in West Wing. She plays hard ass, like, lawyer type person, and she's a total like ex booze hound, like. And it's fantastic because she is a mess. Like on one episode.
Did you ever get into Shameless?
Love Shameless. Are you kidding me?
That's a good sitcom.
The same thing happened with me with Shameless is that at The Office, I watched like the first couple episodes of the first season and then found out there was a UK version and then I watched the whole UK series, then the American one.
Man, people sleep on UK series. Shits are pretty funny.
With the same thing with Shameless as Office Space. Office Space was far better. Ricky Gervais. I mean, it was
that dude right there. Though.
There wouldn't be a Michael with the American Office without having Ricky Gervais that made that character. And the same thing with what's his name? Eric Idle, I think, is the guy that played Frank the Plank on the UK Shameless.
Which
it's like his name is like Eric Idle or something like that. Something like that. That role didn't make him famous. Oh, dude, it's way more fantastic than the American.
I was a big fan of them Monty Pythons, bro. Like, those motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, the UK.
Flying Circus.
They had a great sense of humor when it came to TV series. They had one that was called "Are You Being Served?" I used to watch it like at midnight on PBS when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what they say though. UK has got some great TV series.
Always have.
I've never heard anything bad about a UK series, to be honest with you.
No, I never got into Downton Abbey, but I did get into like this one show about these kids that got superpowers.
Yeah, and more so I'm finding they put UK series on Netflix now, like for you to watch and shit.
Yeah,
it's super fucking cool.
Well, I've only heard good things about Downton Abbey, but it's such a long series.
I have to. Yeah.
It's like watching Game of Thrones right now, like starting it over.
That's one of the things about TV shows nowadays.
Provided with the quarantine, I guess we've got a lot of time on our hands.
Let's play a lot of video games. I don't know about shows, but I could try, man. I don't know. There's something about watching a TV show, getting into it, like really getting into it. It takes a lot.
Yeah, you got to fall in love with one or two
at
characters.
Least, get interested some form of fashion, bro. But takes a bit.
I've been having an issue like getting into Lock and Key because they're an hour long. Damn. And that's like you said, that's a commitment.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't made that kind of commitment since.
When they're already like 2 or 3 seasons in, it's like, fuck. Dude.
Lock and Key just came out, but still, like, it's 8 episodes. It's like 8 hours of TV, I think.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I haven't made like a 50-minute commitment to an episode of television since like Game of Thrones, I think. Watchmen. You haven't even watched Watchmen.
I have not seen Watchmen.
That shit's fantastic.
The movies are masterpieces.
I pulled I called pretty much everything going show to show. I even called it like on episode 4 or 5 of the podcast. I literally said that old boy was the Blue God.
Oh,
I called that shit. Yeah, and I was like, I got it on record.
I've been doing that for years though.
Yeah, I have.
Yep,
I have.
It's known.
It is known. It is known. Yeah, it is known. It is known.
Man. Yeah. I love those movies. Those movies are so good.
The Watchmen movie?
Yeah, they were so gripping.
This is the one, right?
Rorschach's voice just something about it made me want to watch that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that dude was real good too.
Yeah, I don't even remember who played everybody. It's crazy.
He's like
it's been so long.
Little Irish guy or some shit.
Probably. Yeah, it would be a fucking ginger.
Yeah, he was.
We got they finally like cast the ginger, but they fucking put a sock over his head. Got some shit.
He's a bad motherfucker though.
Yeah.
That whole movie.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about none of that.
The whole series of Watchmen is basically about Rorschach's journal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it was so good, dude. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Just so many streaming services you have to pay for nowadays. God damn.
Yeah, we were contemplating doing the Disney Plus. Plus, I haven't seen Endgame yet. I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I watched it twice.
A lot of shit been happening and all this. And
I don't understand how you couldn't have seen Endgame yet.
I don't know. I just never heard from the time.
It's a long movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, because you're like, wait, every Marvel movie besides the couple that were kind of misses, you're like, nah, why did it end? I can just keep going. I wish it was They have the television shows coming out, so we will be able to be like next episode.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think they'll do that by the Nah, they'll probably do it an episode a week or some shit.
No.
I wish they would all do it like Netflix.
They'll probably drop it just like the way DC Universe dropped it. They dropped it in like sections. Yeah, you weren't there for that. You caught it when it was all released.
Yeah, for the Titans shit.
When it first aired, it was like 3 episodes.
Oh, for
3
real?
episodes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna stick with that format.
I don't know. I should just do it like Netflix so I can watch that shit.
Yeah.
Bust it out.
But don't you like? Do you miss the whole like anticipation factor?
I get it with my animes. Yeah. There's a weekly release there. There's like 3 of them going.
But you can cheat. You just read the mangas.
Nah. Don't do it. I do not. I won't.
Fucking backwards books, bro.
I mean, I did it with Attack on Titan. I did it with a little bit with My Hero. A little bit with like a tiny bit with Demon Slayer. But I really want to see how that unfolds as an anime series. So like I don't really like to spoil it, man. I think it's so fascinating what they're doing with these animes, like the visuals, the stories, the character developments. It's fucking. I don't want to ruin none of that shit, so I don't read the mangas. I do not. I will not.
Do you read them or do you dub them?
Oh no, I don't. I think American voice actors in animes are trash.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can't.
There's a couple of really popular ones though. They're famous. And they're fantastic though.
It's just so, I don't know, maybe it's just me, bro. It's just unnatural to, there's something so hard about the way they sound to me, like.
I think they nailed Deku's voice from My Hero Academia. And Bakugo's.
But, so the problem I have though is like the motorbike thing that you get with the Japanese inflections and shit.
What's
that shit? You don't get that in the 17-year-old American kid's voice when he's like, no.
Yeah. But they're like 30-year-olds doing a 17-year-old voice.
They don't have that grit. You know what I'm saying?
That like, heavy metal growl.
When Deku gets down and he's like, yay, you know, like that's not happening or some shit like that. They don't have that.
Yeah.
And that's really where, like, I can feel that shit coming out of him when he's, you know, that's where I can feel it then, man. Like, it's real, like, yeah.
That's real my favorite Japanese word, bro. Suck.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's just damn.
Nani?
Nani? Yeah, you hear that a lot too.
Yeah, it's what? Yeah. You've surprised me with your tactics.
Let me ask you this though. Would you rather have? Let me ask you.
That's what it is every time.
Would you rather have the dub English doing an Asian accent?
No way, dude. What do you mean? Nani. That's me right now. Nani.
Literally like, what's gonna go do? You're not gonna go over there.
If it was like captioned on Hulu, it would say Fox Japanese. Speaking Fox Japanese is what it would say.
Like really like, you kill my fura.
Yeah,
like it's a real. Terrible English Japanese.
Yeah, if a Japanese guy was around, he'd be like, I can speak English better than you can fake speak Japanese. What does that even mean?
I don't know, bro.
Neither do I.
I'm adding inflection on letters that don't exist in the words.
But that's how they do it though. That voice, man. It's like
Could you imagine
it's
one
good.
day you hit the dub and it was just all that? He was like, Cleveland.
Oh no. Jesus.
Oh my god.
If I was high, like I would probably die laughing. You can't take an anime seriously like that. A bunch of Asian accents speaking English.
Right.
I feel like an English version anime. That's
go to
ridiculous.
Town we are looking for.
That's crazy.
Monica.
That's like taking a Russian-made movie and like playing it in Japan and having all like these blonde-haired, blue-eyed dude like
Asian accent.
Yahtzee, howdy, dowdy, doo, like some crazy ass.
They're
like,
all Hawk the Chanel, but they're all at the same time.
Yeah, dude.
Hawk the Chanel.
Yeah, dude.
Heinere Reichenstein.
Could you imagine?
It's unbelievable. Oh my god, it would be amazing. I would love that. I would totally pay to see that shit.
I would probably watch a few movies like that, to be honest with you.
Somewhere, Curtisau rolling in his grave.
Somewhere, that poor bastard. I mean, but the internet's done worse.
That's like trying to tell somebody that they need to watch Old Boy, but they're just explaining the plot.
I just did that the other day. I just explained the plot of Old Boy to somebody, and they were like, "What in the fuck?"
That's why you can't explain the plot.
What the fuck?
So for anybody that's watched this and never watched Old Boy, I'm not gonna explain the plot, but I can tell you that it is
about incest,
far beyond anything you can conjure up in your brain. But it is a true story of revenge.
Can you?
It's a story of double
in the room
revenge.
where they were pitching the shit, like, so this dad's fucking his kids, right?
Bro, but you gotta, but that shit's art though. Yeah, like to give that big twist.
It really is.
For it to have come at a time, bro, that
you don't really know it until like he's like,
oh, he hits him with the banger.
Yeah, he's like, so by the way, that was
Old Boy's been out for like almost 50 or more years, but still don't spoil it for people who have never seen it and don't know. It's art.
Who's that actor?
It's Thanos.
Yep, there you
go.
Snapman. Yep. Josh Brolin. Yeah, he did a good job too.
He did a good job with Cable too. He's a good actor.
He is.
He's a good actor. Yeah.
Rather alright. Better than Dave Bautista for sure.
Yeah, I mean.
Did you see him in that MMA fight?
What?
Yeah, you know he's an MMA fighter now.
Who?
Dave Bautista.
He was a
wrestler. He was an actor, and now he's in MMA.
He's in an MMA.
Yeah. He's, I mean, one less M, but yeah, he's in that MMA. Yeah. Yeah, dude. He crushed this fat guy. It was his debut, some shit.
What?
Yeah, destroyed him.
Can you imagine if he went out there and his like Drax the Destroyer like makeup?
Yeah, if he did it like that,
oh,
bro. I love that shit. What do you mean? He's like kicking ass.
Yeah, like he's doing Drax.
Yeah, he tried to like stand still for a whole minute.
Yeah, he's doing Drax stick during the fight.
I've been here the whole time.
Dude, I can't believe you saw me. Like,
what the fuck? Hit him with the ground. How can you see me right now?
What the fuck? So Dave Bautista fights in the MMA.
I think he won 3rd round, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, like
isn't there only 3 rounds?
Ref called it.
Oh
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of Old Boy.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude wasn't responding to the back pounds. So like, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's new information for me.
Cool.
I can't picture that.
I mean,
I'm having a hard time.
Though? He's a monster of a man.
No, I'm having a hard time picturing like people being like signing up to go into the ring with Dave Bautista.
Right. No.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the body difference in the two fighters is like, why do you guys?
Astronomical.
Yeah, it's weird. One dude was fat, and the other was,
Dave Bautista. That's like, all right, Rock. You're gonna go.
I guess they're in the same weight class.
You're gonna go fight Chris Farley over here. Oh, fuck, man.
Literally the same exact thing.
Wow, that's incredible.
So Rock versus Fat Bastard right now.
I'd be more interested in seeing like Kevin Hart fight somebody.
Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's so small.
Right.
And he just got in that car accident, so it'd be like kind of like a recovery story, but instead he loses because he's so small. Nah. I'd just like to see him get beat up.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah, just one time.
Just one time.
Just once.
Mm-hmm.
By someone his own size.
Like who let these high schoolers fight out here? Who's calling this fight, man?
Oh my God, you can't tell which
Go
one's
back to
Kevin
class.
Hart.
Are you skipping right now?
Either like there's a little
Better be
white
at
guy and you're
lunchtime.
like, which one is him? And they're like, bro, it's Kevin Hart.
That's Kevin Hart.
That's some white teenager.
Mm-mm.
I would pay to watch that too.
I mean,
6 feet though, social distancing. I would still.
So,
do that.
I mean, technically, we did get to see it. Cat Williams.
Oh.
Did fight. I mean, it was another black kid, but
yeah, it was.
That happened.
That did happen.
He is, like 5'3" or whatever.
No,
he's Kevin Hart size.
It's not his finest moment.
Nah, dude, he looked like some kind of like regular ass, in the hood ass dude. Like you wouldn't know he was on stage selling out arenas at one point.
I've heard some incredible stories about Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Like they said, like he would roll up at the Comedy Store in like this fucking limo, and he would like, I don't know, I can't remember who was telling the story. Yeah, he would like roll the window down and be like, hey, he'd be like the nicest dude. He'd be like, where you going? What are you doing? You need a ride? And be like, yeah, all right, going over here, so they go get a ride, and he would take him to a fucking club, like crazy shit, like at all, it's a pretty soulful club. Yeah.
Full of soul.
Yeah, it's full of soul, like, forecast, dark and cloudy, chance of drive-by. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and like, he's taking like,
so like a trap house.
No, the clubs though. Like a club, like downtown club.
All right.
Like something you'd see in like Hustle and Flow. Right. And
you got the bitches naked in the back counting.
But these are like white comics though. Like straight up white dudes. Like they're pretty popular. Like I can't remember who, but like this story, like you can hear, like this is a popular comedy tells a story, and like bring him there and he starts acting crazy. Like, he's crazy. He's like slapping big dudes in the mouth, and then everybody's looking at them, but then looking at him, and then they're like, I guess I have to go with him, and then he leaves them there. Yeah, dude. Yeah, leaves them there.
Wow.
I mean, he's probably really fucked up. He forgot.
That dude was funny as fuck too.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories.
What happened?
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that's right.
He started spatting out the mouth at some shit that he wasn't supposed to.
Took him down.
Yeah, they made him disappear.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah. I don't think that they killed him, but they just like defamed him really good.
Did we talk about nuts. How fucking crazy Hollywood is?
Hollyweird. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah, Hollywood. This shit is so goddamn crazy.
It is.
Most of them are perverts.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Remember, we were looking at that pictures of that guy that's supposed to be like slated to play what's his nuts for Batman and Beyond.
Yeah.
He's gonna play the Batman and
right.
the kid from X-Men.
Right.
And he's got like 3 pictures of him getting water sprayed on him.
It's crazy.
And he's like,
that's crazy, bro. That's
crazy. What is
happening?
I heard like Whitney Cummings said like somewhere is like an old like she was doing like a test, like a read. They put a chair out there and they were like, "Oh, there's a sex scene, so we need to see how you have sex." So she had to like fake have sex in front of just randoms on a chair.
That's crazy, bro.
And they taped it. So there's a tape of it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like now that's you know how I have sex.
That's
like that's you don't know how I have sex. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever think about that, like, no one knows how you have sex except for the person. And then, so, like, now everybody knows how I have sex.
Look at all these stories coming out now about fucking, like, the 90s boy band era and all the shit that went down back in that day. And fucking all these, like, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's this thing going around right now, Harvey Weinstein's plea deal or whatever the fuck. How he named a whole slew of people or whatever the fuck.
Same thing with Epstein that killed himself. Right.
Okay. And it's gone just like that.
And it's gone
with the
just
wind.
like that.
Nobody's even talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not, bro?
Yeah. And then we get hit with the virus and then everything goes away.
Like, yo, dude, it's like, how could you? Yeah. How is a organization trafficking children for sex worth some odd $1 billion?
Yeah.
Not like a fucking thing.
Yeah, like not like a priority.
Like, how is it?
Drives the economy.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's just speechless.
That's right. Some things have to happen. Oh, we're going to turn a blind eye to these things. We know that this is a thing. This is a thing. So
yes,
it's weird. I guess so. It's super weird.
It's fucking really. I guess you could say it's okay because all white men are doing it. You know, touching little kids. But
I don't know about that.
Old white men?
I don't know about that.
For sure, old white men.
I don't know if it's good. I don't know
Oh, it's
about
not
that.
okay.
Yeah, it's not okay. No, it's bad.
But they're not doing anything about it because old white men are doing it.
Yeah, that's right. Because they run the world.
They're part of
Yeah,
doing it. So.
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking Hollywood and all the money that's there and all the
Then they shut that shit down.
So crazy.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
They shut that shit right the fuck down.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing coming out, bro.
No.
They said it's just been delayed. No, it's just not coming out.
Indefinitely. Yeah, until they say something is otherwise. So.
Which currently is at least 3 months from now.
Who knows? Right. There's
at least.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
With the timeline that I'm getting from what they're saying,
right?
And
for
everybody watching, they've been watching presidents speak. The governors.
And he says they say all kinds of crazy shit.
All kinds of crazy shit.
Every now and then they slip out timelines, and you're like, oh, so that, so this, so we.
Everyone's like, yeah, no, it's gonna be good in a couple of weeks. Everyone's gonna go back to normal. No, the fuck it isn't.
No, the fuck it isn't.
Absolutely not.
No.
It's gonna be a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. It's at this point, it's like gonna get way worse before it gets.
And I'm not a fear monger. Like I'm not a listen to the media. Like, it's doomsday. Killing blah 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 blah. These, as regardless of how infectious or deadly this disease is, this is how America's government is going to respond. Exactly. That's just how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no stopping it.
No speculations. No kind of like. Like you said, fear mongering. There's no sensationalism about it. Just like blanket statement
based on what the president is saying,
and
the
not
CDC,
saying
the FEMA.
It's not going away anytime soon.
No, it's not, bro. It's really not. I'm tired of telling people on Facebook, like, okay, you can wash your hands all you want to, but as soon as you breathe in on a person who's infected,
and they were saying overseas, like a lot of the, when the cases started to get so strong. They said that it was getting in their eyes, and that's how they were getting,
you can wash your eyes?
Yeah.
You
got to walk around with goggles to prevent that.
It's crazy. And they are.
They are, right.
And I know it's really hard to figure out
on.
Where the shit's going with all this,
garbage
like,
bags.
different propaganda,
right.
No new cases in China,
we don't know. Yeah, right. I'm not there.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, right.
No new cases?
Exactly.
How do we know? They hid it for months before we knew.
How did something go away that you said there wasn't a cure for?
Right.
And they continue to say, like, treat the symptoms, which you don't, if you're not listening for verbiage, treat symptoms means that, like, yeah, we can bring your fever down, or we can try to
reduce the coughing,
pain, or reduce
solidify your shit.
It doesn't mean that you're cured from said.
But you still have the illness.
You still have it. So I mean, and there's that, and then also.
And so is the. And so
getting it again too.
Yeah, reinfect. Like, are you immune after that?
Right, and you're not, and we're not. Right, and so that's the thing.
And they're saying lasting damage too to the lungs that this thing can cause. Yeah, it can damage your lungs permanently.
And it can cause your shit to shut down. Your kidneys can fail. You'll start to just your heart isn't getting enough oxygen, so it'll slowly just stop.
The fact that people think
there's a lot of things that can be contributing factors.
And I'm not even and again, like, just not even based on the virus and what it can do or what it does or how deadly or whatever the fuck.
Right.
This is still how government's going to respond. We're still getting quarantined. We're still getting shut the fuck down.
Right.
Our economy is still crashing.
It is.
The banks are still closed.
Yeah.
The houses aren't selling anymore.
That's right.
It's more than just like a health backlash. It's an economic one too.
Right.
And you're going to fucking feel that when you're having a hard time paying your bills and shit.
Right.
So, I mean, as serious as the illness is or isn't, it's still going to be fucking hard.
My favorite thing is their mortality rate is based on people that have died versus how many actually have it, which of course would bring a percentage down. But why aren't we talking about the recovered to the death, which is for me, the most important,
because people are infected, they're still infected.
They're still infected, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to me. What stands out to me is that you have a number for people who are quote unquote recovered versus how many who are actually dead
and still sick.
In the United States, it's a pretty disparaging amount. Like, it's a pretty frightening amount.
It's getting up there.
It is super.
They have a few,
right?
They have a few dedicated, spots for looking at live, counters and shit.
Right.
For reported cases.
And you can see.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, and almost 400 to 500 dead versus only 170, 60, 70.
Starting at about March 10th. I was looking at a graph. Starting at about March 10th. this, the numbers start getting like crazy as far as deaths. Like they start doubling from 4,000. It goes from 4 to 6.
Yeah, worldwide.
To 7 to 9 to 10. It's like, in the beginning, it was like, 1,000 to 1,200, 1,100, or 13, 14, and then like March 10th, it just boom, boom, big jumps, and it was like, whoa.
We'll see what's the number now. I'll pull it up. We just looked at it a while ago. So 384,000 total cases and 16,571 total deaths. 105,000 recovered. 195 territories. But
So 16% of people recovered have died.
Right.
Basically.
Correct. And then the United States, 46,000. We're about to hit 50 grand soon. 586 dead, 300 recovered. And that's, recovered is
300 recovered, 500 dead though?
Right. And then that's a quotation too, because like we said, like they said, there's no, what is recovery? You mean they're not symptomatic?
That's like 100 and some odd % mortality rate is
right.
What the fuck that is.
And it's, it is what it is. Like you said, this is how the governments of the world are responding.
God forbid anybody gets that shit and they gotta be quarantined in a fucking hospital. Or like your kid gets it and they take your kid and quarantine your kid in the hospital. Like you can't see him, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, like when they talk about we're building hospitals for this specifically, and it's like
they're taking med students out of school 2 years early.
Oh, I know. That's insane.
They're calling back retired doctors. Like,
yeah.
My kids aren't going to school.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Whether or not it is an illness, whether or not it's all propaganda, whether or not we're about to slide into some kind of dictatorship with President Trump.
Yeah.
I don't care how fucking conspiracy theory, where your needle lands, the spectrum of out there. I don't know where it is, how it lands, but regardless, it's going the way it's going. There's no stopping that shit. At all. True. So, wash your hands all you want to.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, because they're not I mean, it's just the way they're handling it is insane. It seems like so you are trying to spread it around.
That's what it feels like, man.
It does.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. People get sick.
Yeah.
Fucking DoorDash will walk in here with some goddamn illness.
Exactly. Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, and they're the fact that they're labeling delivery as essential is ridiculous because all these people are hoarding food and not cooking. It's so stupid.
You know what the funniest part is? Instead of waiving utility bills or mortgages or rents, they're giving people a check.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Supposedly they're pushing back any sort of foreclosures and repossessions.
Okay, for fucking.
So I mean, there's a time frame on that. So I mean, who knows what's going to come of it, and then what they're going to
month 3
for that check.
Month 3, this bank is like, wow, we really got to foreclose. What are we going to do here?
Right. Yeah. So that's limited.
And if you think there's not going to be a month 3, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know. I don't see this going away before July.
At least. Maybe if it heats up and, this illness is super susceptible to the heat.
It's not. They have 180 strains of it, and they brought it up to, because that master of epidemiology was on Joe Rogan over a week ago. And they have at their disposal the strains. They've cranked the heat up to I think he said 180 degrees, and it flourished. Yeah. And it's really almost impossible to freeze as well.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. So there's no, because people were saying, oh, the summertime it's going to go away, and then they said, so we could just go to saunas, and we can eradicate it. No. And that guy was like, so if that was the answer, then we would all have all these saunas, and we would tell everybody to go into them. That's not a thing.
Does that sound logical?
It doesn't. No.
Yeah. It's sweating. Fumes,
it's not going to happen.
Mixing liquids.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
It's not going to happen. So, I mean, yeah. And it's starting to sound like, what did they say? A mix between Ebola and fucking SARS? Or pneumonia.
Skin-eating diseases?
Pneumonia and Ebola. The thing about Ebola is it's super contagious.
Yeah.
And then it can it goes into the meninges. It can attack the brain. So, that might be where the loss of faculties and use of organs by the failure of those might come into place. Then the pneumonia The pneumonia helps the sickness breed.
I think a lot of people haven't had pneumonia, and that's really why the fuck they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because months ago when they were like sending the videos out from China, they were calling it Wuhan pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Yeah, they were calling it Wuhan pneumonia.
Right. Well, because it's an advanced form of pulmonary pneumonia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
What it is what they're saying anyway.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean CDC, FEMA, president, governors, senators.
World Health Organization.
We watch these conferences live, fucking.
Yeah, I can only
consistently.
Yeah, I can only like deduce, based off of all the terrible information that they give us. So
like I said, he's a master of saying so much useless shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't. If you guys watch these goddamn conferences, man, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Watching the conferences gives me headaches. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's almost like deciphering code.
I was trying to talk to somebody on Facebook about it, and I was like, have you watched these conferences? Well, no, I haven't. Then shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. For real.
It's insane.
We're going to watch these conferences and come back and tell me you're not a little concerned with what the fuck is happening.
Indeed.
At least a little. And if you're not, you're ignorant.
Because it's like, wouldn't you be more prepared? You're coming out there to speak, and this is what you give us, and it's like, dude, look, even if you're duping us or lying or doing whatever it is, the fuck that you're doing,
lie. Did you see him? Was your wife tested?
Make a better show. I like how he interrupted the CDC lady and like told her job, and I was like,
she was like, I gotta get out this fucking.
Yeah, she was like, I gotta go.
I'm saying the wrong shit. I'll say again. The president has asked us to examine all the data from all regions and make the best conclusion possible for the country.
She said, how long? And she said, data.
Again, the president has asked us to collect all the data from all the regions and come up with a... And he was like, I gotta shut this bitch up. She's gotta get on stage.
Yeah, he's like, we're currently looking for the gentleman who played Data in Star Trek.
I can't. It's fucking... All the best people. All the best people.
All the best.
All the best people. I've been in contact with many, many people.
We're learning a lot.
We're learning a lot from many, many, many people.
I can tell you that it's the fastest and most aggressive I've ever seen. It's historical.
Great things are gonna happen.
These people are honorable and they're doing amazing work. Amazing work, and it's the fastest. It's the fastest ever.
Like, and
I've learned a lot.
I'm not a Trump hater, bro.
I'm a hater in general. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like none of the presidents.
I try not to be honest. Like, I try not to.
They're all puppets.
Because I could do it all day. I could do it all fucking day.
True. He's got to be up there with Bush.
And that's what I was talking about, man. I don't know where you're like conspiracy needle falls, whether it's way the fuck out there tinfoil hat or like the occasional inside 9/11 job.
No, I mean it's not even so much that. It's just like connecting the dots, and there's so much question with this place that we're at. We really have no idea.
I bet some people are like, yo, what the fuck is real nowadays, you know?
Yeah, like, I don't know what to believe from, like,
CNN to Fox News, like, what the fuck is running the show?
Yeah, like, it's all information that's been told to me, that's been told to them, and it's just whatever the narrative
literally
is.
Just be making shit up on the fly to come out and say, literally.
And we're getting to a point where people who were alive at a certain point in time, they're now dying off, so that information of history can be rewritten because there's nobody to dispute what they're putting out as history.
That's how it is now.
That's what I'm saying.
Christopher Columbus was
right. That whole thing, right?
And the way we learn about it in school is he's the man who discovered America,
which isn't true at all. More than likely, and what is it like? I think the closest. There's an argument that it was Amerigo Vespucci and that it could have been Bartholomew. Look, there's a bunch of theories, but as far as that goes, you're right. It's going to get to a point where the Holocaust is going to turn into Christopher Columbus.
No one's going to know anything about it?
Yeah, and even now, you and me, we don't even really know what the fuck went down.
No.
There's some people say that Hitler had a lot going on.
A lot of people say he was a genius.
A lot more than what we know about in mainstream, information.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you had it right?
Yeah, not the killing of the Jews, obviously, but
no, the killing of the Jews, but that was right.
He used to say like the wrong Jews and stuff like that, and like a lot of his shit was extreme, but like there's a lot of.
How do you really know? Like
the
really,
technology.
Really know.
Nobody does.
Like,
we weren't there.
Went down, and they just made him Patsy.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And then look, because like we scooped up all those scientists from the Operation Paperclip. That was real. That's real. That's not a conspiracy. That's
It's
not a
not.
theory. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, Werner von Braun was like the grandfather of space,
No,
so
that
to speak.
atomic shit.
And
Yeah.
he came from, he was a Nazi scientist. So
A lot of them dudes. We took a lot of them dudes.
they said that mustachioed man was teleporting all over the place. I don't know.
Man, they fucking.
They said like he had bases
They
in
could have had a whole bunch of
Antarctica, they
shit
had a
going on.
Stargate,
Yeah.
and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what to believe.
Well, the
So
public's not allowed in Antarctica. Only researchers are allowed there.
yeah,
So.
we're gonna stay
And
far
Metallica.
away from that.
Researchers in Metallica.
Yeah, researchers in Metallica.
Right.
In rock we trust.
And that's a fucking thing, bro. Metallica's performed in all 7 continents.
Right.
Yeah, they did a show for the scientists in Antarctica.
It's insane.
It's crazy. I didn't know that until I knew it.
I have always wanted to like charter a boat or like a long-term flight and to be able to just kind of like just to prove to myself like where we're kind of at kind of thing.
Oh man, fuck it.
I feel like I just real feel like things just aren't the way that they seem and what we're told.
Well, for sure.
And I don't know what the truth is, but I know what
that's probably a lot of people are, man.
They've been telling us the truth isn't the truth. And like for the moon, for instance, I just my idea about it is the fact that if we ever had access there, it would be a huge advert at this point.
Yeah.
Every winter there would be Coca-Cola bears up there.
Right.
And every Super Bowl there'd be a Bud Light.
Maybe trying to film commercials up in that bitch.
Exactly, dude. Are you kidding me?
It'd be a resort on the moon right now.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. So I mean, it just kind of blows my mind a little bit of kind of about all of that, and we're surrounded by all this space trash, but then we have satellite television, but never have we once ever heard about these satellites that got hit by all this trash and then this meteors, and that they had to send a group up there to fix the TV. Never in the history of this satellite television or whatever has it ever broke down because the satellites got hit or replaced.
Right.
So you're going to tell me out of all this time you've never replaced those satellites? And wouldn't you think that would be like a big deal? Like America especially would like love that accomplishment. We're going to go fix the TV for you, or we're updating the satellites to these because this is very important. NASA's, looking at asteroids and we want to go back to the moon and we're sending a rover to Mars. And also we're putting a new satellite for better television. It's never fucking happened.
No.
Now we have HD technology from the standard def, and satellites have been around this whole time, but yet it got adapted from the same old technology.
I don't know.
How's that possible? That's like me.
Are satellites real?
That's like.
I don't know.
I got a computer. I got that old Apple. Remember, it looked like a crazy TV. They came in colors. Do you remember those?
Right.
Yeah, they had a handle. You could pick them up. They were like,
yeah. They were the different colors.
So like, I'm gonna take one of those. I'm gonna download Windows 10 on that. No, dude. And I use that logic because that's the best I can do because I'm not a scientist. But on the flip side, I'm using logic. I'm trying to use reasoning. You're telling me that the same shuttles can't be used in X amount of time, so you got to update them. So you don't have to update that thing. So I mean, a lot of that's kind of where I stand on a lot of that. It's just so much of it just feels contrived and
what's really real, blah blah blah.
And yeah, it just.
Like what? I don't know, man. Did they fake the moon landing?
I don't know.
You think?
I can't say yes.
I think.
I mean, I can, my opinion, sure, but I don't. I can't say yes or no.
It just boggles my mind that how would you have not been able to recreate that?
Yeah, and
to this day,
their excuses for not going back and all of these things. That just tells me that they're not telling the truth.
How where things just worked out so perfectly that first time that the chances of it happening again are like not gonna happen. I don't. And man, I don't.
Yeah. Based on the logic that they've already given me, this is the logic that they've kind of created and I've adapted over time. It helps me kind of see through a lot of the bullshit, and it just confuses me even more because I don't know.
Real, man. There's so much different shit pointing different ways, bro.
But that's okay.
You try to, and I really do try. Like, I'm not ever looking for facts on Facebook. I try to listen to people talk, read a book, do some research, something like. Because I would like to know as well what's real, what's not real. What what did we go to the moon? Was Hitler a psychopath who hated Jews and killed them all? Or was he a patsy? Was 9/11 an inside job? Is a coronavirus real? Are they using it to It's like the American people.
No psychological operations.
You know,
Give up their own rights. Blah blah blah. All of those things can be real.
And you want to talk about? Nah, you're a conspiracy theorist. But I swear to God, you watch one of these conferences, you're like, this shit don't sound right to me.
Yeah, how could this? This is what
shit just doesn't sound right.
Like y'all agreed on this. You're like, all right, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna say. Yeah, that's what you agreed on. Like, I don't know, bro.
And I've been watching politics since the impeachment shit, which was a total fucking sham.
Which is funny. This kind of happened right after that too.
Well, I think, and it's a real problem too because, like, yeah, Democrat, Republican, blah blah blah. They want to do this, we want to do that, and then this stimulus package we're talking about, bro. It's not for the American people. They're sliding in a bunch of secret shit on top of a fat check for us families to take home. That's what the fuck they're doing.
Letting Boeing buy themselves back out.
Yeah, who's it really for? Like, it's, I mean, $3,000 for middle class families now because they're poor. There is no middle class. Is a lot of money. So here's $3,000. Just look at that.
He said that today too. He was like, "That's huge. I think that's huge." And if you ask me, I think that's a lot. They wanted to give you 600. I said no. It's like, come on,
you
bro.
people hear $3,000, you're like, oh shit,
oh,
it's like tax return.
You know what they do is they go, oh, it's 3 times 12. Oh shit, that's how much I'm getting. Oh man, I've never made anything close to 40,000 a year. But it was like, no, you're getting it once, bro.
One time.
And then you're gonna go do something dumb with it. Yeah, you're gonna go
pay off your car.
No, that's smart. Probably. They're gonna go buy toilet paper.
Oh my god. Fucking talk about this toilet paper.
Right, dude. They're gonna go buy a TV so they can watch football.
Football's canceled.
I saved enough money to buy beer, so it's all right. So as soon as they turn the footballs back on, and I got my cable, and that's all I really care about.
It's gonna hurt when motherfuckers can't pay bills, and
I can't wait to go back to work so I can work till Friday and then drink beer and then I'm part of this team. I need it back. NFL. I
think that's the idea, bro. Here's $3,000. Just don't say nothing about nothing else.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's $3,000. Shut the fuck up. Just remember, I gave you $3,000. Yeah.
And shit's crazy. Man.
He said that's bold, giving everybody $3,000. You know what's bold, bro? It's telling everybody to stay home and guarantee them that nothing bad's gonna happen. That's fucking bold. That's fucking bold. When you do turn this shit back on, that we start right where we left off. That's fucking bold.
Nah, there's no way.
But people that's bold. Different. That's bold.
Already, shit's changed.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, and I can't imagine what kind of ramifications or repercussions it's going to have on the people and the way that they react with the public. And it's going to make people very
not to mention reserved. The longer we go like this, the harder and more frustrating getting back to regular shit's going to be. Like, yeah, businesses aren't going to recover the next day. Like, oh, coronavirus is gone. Okay, boom, back to full time. No, it's not happening like that, my guy. Either people are going to be broke and not spending money on shit like that, or they're going to be afraid to. One of the two.
Yeah, because all these people, this influx of deliveries, especially at my job, that's not sustainable.
It's not going to be.
If you're at home, you're going to run out of money. You're ordering more than you ever did.
The only reason it's flying now is because motherfuckers just got their taxes. Yeah. Lucky break for us.
That's insane.
Ain't it weird? A little coincidence.
Life is weird. People are strange.
Life is coincidentally.
I like that.
Coincidentally.
It's a coincidentally place. Yeah. It is. A lot of things are happening, and it's like, wow. Oh, wow.
What a quinkity. It's tripping me out, man.
Well, this was fun. Have you been? How you like? You have fun?
Yeah, great.
You had a little fun. Man. Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah. No.
Great because you're on it right now.
Thank you. Nice. Great experience. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Really, really big show. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, check out the really. You're gonna share it? Yeah. Because you're on it.
Well, I mean,
hey, look at me.
I shared one.
Did you?
Yeah, before this. Yeah.
Sweet. Share it, people.
Yeah, for sure. Like, fucking argue with me or something in the comments.
We're lo-fi. Yeah. I mean, get with it, bro.
We out here conversating.
What are you doing out there?
Nothing.
Are you at work?
Watching TV.
Exactly.
Playing video games.
Give me an hour. Give us an hour.
Watch the shit.
That's it.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I think.
We're funny sometimes.
Listen to that old lady judge me about drugs.
Oh, I should have been the old lady for you.
I also wish Panda was here.
Except Linda loves drugs. I love drugs. You mentioned Vicodin, and it really got me interested, and I realized that I haven't had any in a long time.
Vicodin will get you, bro.
Started popping pills with Quaaludes. You ever heard of those?
No.
It was incredible. Bill Cosby loved them.
I
love that young man. I taught him everything he knows.
Wow.
That's why he's in jail.
No. Don't do Cosby like that. No. Fuck, man.
That's why he loved pudding pop so much.
Bro, they're all like that.
Yeah, they are all
they're
like
all
that.
Like that.
Sadists and fucking disgusting.
Perverts.
That's where I like to leave the show. We end the show on perverts.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a closer. It's a good closer.
It's a lot of them. Watch out.
It's okay. The music's already on.
Oh, yeah? Technical Murder signing off.
Yes, but thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for filling in for Panda. And I think it'll be interesting for everybody to see you come on.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You'll be back? Yeah, maybe when we get Panda back in, we can do a 3-way.
Yeah, you haven't done one yet, bro. That would be cool.
We haven't. We want to introduce everybody to our buddy Bruce. It's not even his name. That's his gamer tag.
No, his name is Bruce.
His name is Bruce.
His name is Bruce. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne Chung.
Bruce Wayne Chung. That's his name.
It is his name.
Forget.
It is his name. It is one of my favorite variations.
We'll be at
of
work and
Batman.
be like, "Yo, Bruce."
People are like, "What?
What the fuck you call
Who's Bruce?"
Don't be asking me questions.
You know, if you don't know the answer,
you don't. It's not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not for you.
Well, all right. Until next time, everybody. Thank you, Tech, for coming by, and hopefully you'll be back very soon.
I would enjoy that.
It was a pleasure having you.
Be safe.
Yes, and guys, be nice to each other.
Nice.
Stop buying toilet paper.
Act with honor.
Stop buying pizza too, dude. The less that you guys order this stupid shit, the safer the delivery drivers will be. Do you guys understand like how dangerous it is that they're making delivering? Like,
just shouts, yo, for real.
For real. Shout out to all the delivery drivers out there. Like you guys have no idea like how much risk.
Any worker really still working.
All these carry out too. Don't go eat out. Yeah. Give these big pocket CEOs who are just trying to make a extra gross, disgusting buck off of their hardest workers. It's
because they need the income.
It's gross, and the only way we can stop it is for you guys to just stop. Look, you went to the store, make your food, stay in the house.
Stay in the house, man. Give
Period.
Some time.
All right, we love you guys. Stay safe.
Adios, Kimosabis.
Bye.